Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, CD. All eyes on the AFC champs. A lot of folks out there in Ohio have waited a long time for this night. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever.
It's a franchise and a fan base that's certainly been through a lot. Losing seasons, plenty of drama, a lot of failed expectations. At one point, they were winning plenty of titles in the NFL, but you have to go back to 1964 for their last one. Pre-Super Bowl era, when they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their fifth win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for second all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 4 yards remain for second down. They'll set up to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Another target and catch for Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Here
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got a sense to pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the Browns getting set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
33, yellow. You can't block me. You can't block me. 51 the mic, bro. All right, go. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Okay, right.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it again with Chubb.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They toss it left side to Chubb. Down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That time a 9-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the counter, here's Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
An inside give to Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run here with Dillon. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Dillon again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, go. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Come on, D.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
What's up, man?
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught by Aguilar. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Pushes past him, and Woods has it complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. On first down, Rodgers. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
Think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Completes to Njoku.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Chubb.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll drop to throw.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is going to be Packer football.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Back to throw, Rodgers. It's caught, Cooper. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
This game rests on the right leg of Brian Johnson.
This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. Well, all right, partner, take a deep breath. The biggest of biggest stages in sport, the Super Bowl, and here we go with the first drive of overtime.
I'm not going to just take a deep breath. I'm going to get a little oxygen as well, because this is the biggest thing in sports if you're a football player. Now, the bottom line for these guys is continue to find a way to execute your assignments, but if that opportunity presents itself for something a little extra, maybe a gamble here or there, you've got to know when it presents, take it, and maybe it'll tip the balance for your team.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big 3rd down coming.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Matt Judon, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. The defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
And partner, no one's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates, because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out needing a touchdown to tie things up, they could run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Johnson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run again on first down. Chubb down to about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of movement.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now, this is not a common sight where he runs to the open field and doesn't get away. This time, brought down for a big sack. As we said, normally, he gets outside the pocket and runs for nice yardage. Here, the exact opposite. They get him down for a double-digit loss.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.